Good day. Bonjour tout le monde. Great to have you guys here joining me today again on the Tatro Show. I'm Rob Tatro from robtatro.com, portfolio manager here at Canaccord Genuity Wealth Management and at the Tatro Wealth Advisory Group. All right, remember, this isn't investment advice. Do not take this as investment advice. We're chatting about investments today. All right, I won't wait any longer. I'm going to bring him in right now. Our guest today for the show, for the Tatro Show, Vincenzo Guzzo. You guys know him from the Dragon's Den, CEO of cinemasguzzo.com. He's an entrepreneur. He's an investor. He's a great personality. He is recipient of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal. He is knighted by the Order of Merit of the Italian Republic. He's also a member, if I'm not mistaken, the Order of Malta as well. Welcome to the show, Vincenzo. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
If you're watching this on YouTube, take a second to subscribe to our channel. Click the subscribe button. It's right on there. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a follow and a like. Also, if you're watching, ask me or tell me your favorite deal that Vincenzo did, or the one he should have done, or the one that got away. Please send us your comments. If I do have time, I will ask Vincenzo here. Let's get to Dragon's Den here while we get our viewers to think about their favorite deal. Tell me about a typical. Tell me how the recording session is like for Dragon's Den. What's a typical day like? How often do you guys record? How are the people? Let's start with a day. What's a day like for a Dragon's Den recording?
So for the guys, we get in at 6 a.m. We sit in makeup. By that time, I think the girls have been there for an hour already. So they're up at 5 a.m. In that chair. We're there at 6. We film from 6 to 6. We have some breaks in the middle, some 15-minute break. And then we have a lunch break for an hour. Believe it or not, we don't have a it's not that we have a deck ahead of time. So we don't know anything that's going to happen to us that day. We don't know what's going to be pitched to us. So we're really, working off, okay, they just said that. How can we work with this? We've got to analyze on the spot. So we're at a disadvantage as well. I guess that's because they want some spontaneity out of us and not just, a banking analysis out of it.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, believe it or not, the pitches are longer than what you see.
Oh, for sure. Where are they? Like 20 minutes each?
No, a pitch is anywhere between 30 to an hour.
Really?
Yeah. And then they chop it up. So, so every once in a while you can imagine, right? So the filming is usually continuous. So we'll do, let's say, 21 days straight. And that usually means that the first 4 or 5 days, we're all really lovey-dovey with each other. We haven't seen each other in a year. We're all really cool, really friendly. By day 21, we just want to get the hell out of there. We want to kill the people sitting next to us because by this time we're totally aggravated by them. And you got to remember 12 to 12, and then I got to do 6 to 6, and then I got to do my regular work, right? I got to actually check my emails. I got people calling me. I had a theater under construction. Something went wrong. I designed something, but they couldn't understand, so they have to get a hold of it. So it's a mess, right? So we really have, when we film, we end up having 20-hour work weeks, and so we don't sleep a lot. Now, I don't sleep a lot naturally. But
How many hours?
I usually sleep 4 hours, not more than 4 hours a day. I actually feel very cranky if I sleep more than that. In fact, I said as a joke to some of my friends, I said, I don't get it. When you turn 50, you're supposed to start reanalyzing the meaning of life, and you really want to continue this rat race and so forth and so forth. I tell you, 7 weeks into quarantining, I said to myself, I am really not ready for retirement. Get me out of here. I don't like this thing. I don't like all of this sleeping. My back's giving out from all the lying down. I need to do something else. So I'm used to that pace. What I'm not used to is obviously getting aggravated by Arlene or by somebody.
Does she aggravate you a little bit?
Well, let's put it this way. We're not acting sometimes, okay? When we don't like each other, that's not acting. So we have different views on life. It's very awkward because a lot of people would think that Jim and I, Jim's 28 years older than I. Well, him and I get along really well, right? So we're brick and mortar people. I have respect for him like I would have for my father. I understand, exactly his reasonings and the way he does business. Michelle and I think differently, but I actually can appreciate her expertise, and she actually, Michelle's 34, right? I mean, she's much. She be my younger sister, but I appreciate her expertise, and she actually explains to me the tech business in a way that I can understand. Arlene, it's just we just don't get along. But I mean, and you have to remember, no ill feelings. But I wouldn't do a deal with I wouldn't do a deal with Arlene because I know we're coming from two different areas in the deal.
You guys have never done one together, right? You've never done a deal.
No, actually, we've done 2 deals on air together, but we've never been able to consummate the deals. So there's a lot of background to some of these deals not happening. That sometimes I would tell you when deals don't happen and there's multiple dragons, there's either 50% of the problems come from the entrepreneur pitching, and the other 50 come from the dragons not agreeing in the vision, ultimately, of where we're going to go with it.
As part of our leadership series here at the Tatro Group, in the past, we've had dragons come and speak to our clients at events. And one of the stories I particularly remember is, first of all, the percentage of deals that fall through. But second was, after particularly long days, the water in the glasses was replaced by vodka. That's an anecdote that was shared. Is that, you can confirm that?
For Arlene, yes, not for me. I don't drink. I've stopped drinking when I was, when my father and I sold our last nightclub, which was when I was in my late 20s or early 30s. That's the last time I had a drink. So I don't drink anymore. No alcohol, no beer, no nothing. Once in a while I'll have some limoncello just to chin along with friends, but I've stopped drinking some 20 years ago. Okay, and not because I had a problem. I just thought, it's just like something that I stopped drinking and I started smoking cigars.
Fair enough. One vice for another.
That's right.
Yeah, just to be clear, the reference wasn't Arlene who said that she was drinking vodka. It was a story that one of the dragons had said that, some of you guys would replace the water with vodka. So you've done quite a few deals on the dragons then. What's your favorite one, or what's the best one?
Well, the one that I like the most because it's there, I've done it and I've consummated the deal and it's done and I have fun with it, is the Rudy Ladd one, which is the one with the t-shirts. Now, Paul's an amazing guy. When I did that deal, to be brutally honest, I didn't do it because of the t-shirts. I did it because of him. I thought he was an amazing guy. I thought he was funny. I thought to myself, hey, this guy got Bono from U2 to actually hold his mascot picture thing up, and he got guys from NSYNC to wear his t-shirts, Backstreet Boys. And I said, this is a guy who's in the IT business and he's doing this as a side hustle. Shit, this is a guy, this guy's a go-getter. He's the kind of guy that if I help him and if I structure him a bit, he can actually create an amazing company. And we've done that. I mean, the business has gone from, I believe it was 12,000 lifetime to about 400,000 just in the last 12 months. So I think we're doing great. I think we're going now into the, we were the first in with this COVID-19, stay the fuck home and stay home. We have always two versions, right? We have the vulgar version and the clean version. And so I think we're making it cool. I think more and more Canadian artists are now coming on board where they want the t-shirts. So we're getting, and he does all of this free of charge. Like, he's not getting endorsements where he's got to pay these guys to wear this. He's doing this free of charge, and he's a fun guy to get along with. So that's one of my favorite deals.
Yeah, that's the one I could see on your Instagram quite a bit. I think I see that one regularly. That's right. Yeah, and you can follow.
And you see it. He's a guy who uses, he's intelligent enough to use my Instagram and do what he's got to do to try and get the name out there.
1.2 million friends.
I was at 1.3. I was at 1.3 before I said I wanted to run for leadership of the Conservative Party. I must have pissed off 100,000 people who decided to just unfollow me because of it.
Maybe it was a rounding error.
No, it was no rounding error. I see the exact number. So I see the numbers, and I've lost about 100,000 followers because of the political stuff.